thought they'd miss school. But I don't know about you guys, but I'm bored. I'm trying everything. I'm so bored. Let's make something. All right. So let's make some scratch art. All you're gonna need is some tempera or acrylic paint, some dish soap, a cup or bowl to mix it in, a paintbrush, I prefer the little spongy ones, but this one's okay, set of crayons, some nice heavy paper or cardstock, and then of course, something to scratch it with. Alright, so get your paper ready, and really, you want the thickest, heaviest piece of paper you can get. Cardstock is best, but any blank piece of paper will work as long as you do the next step well enough, and that's this. You're going to take your crayons, just regular old crayons, and you want to color the entire paper. All of one side needs to be completely colored in wax. The wax in the crayon creates a barrier for the water that's in the paint, stops it from soaking into the paper, and lets you scratch it off. And this is one time that you don't need to be gentle with the crayon. Don't snap it in half, okay? You're not a barbarian, all right? But hard and heavy, nice, thick, bright colors. You don't want to leave any white spaces on the paper or else the paint won't scratch off there when we come back to it. Next, gotta get your paint. Now I used black tempera paint. You could also use acrylic paint, it's water-based. But you're going to mix your paint equal parts. That means 50-50. Half will be paint, half will be dish soap. And you can go ahead and just use your paintbrush or a popsicle stick, something to stir that paint together. Next, you're going to paint over the entire crayon surface of your paper. You want a thick, even coat all the way across. Don't glob it on too much, but you want to make sure that you can't see the colors through. Set it aside, let it dry a couple hours, maybe even overnight. Then you'll be able to come back and start creating your image. For that, you're going to need something to scratch it with. Now, I used a skewer. It's one of these guys. You could use a toothpick, you could use a thumbtack, you could use pretty much anything, pretty much any pointy thing that you could scratch with will work. Okay, you're going to start carving your image into the black paint. As you scratch it, it will reveal the colors underneath it from the crayon. This creates a very cool effect, and there are a lot of ways you can use it very, very well. One is it looks neat with just geometric designs behind it, sometimes even text. You can make a nice landscape with it. You can just have fun with it. Make your own image as you go along, but if you go into it with a plan and you set colors in certain places, you're going to need to make sure you mark it on the back side of the page so that you can actually remember, because once it's painted over, it all looks the same. And I definitely recommend doing multiples. Do 2, 3, 4 of these. There's no erasing, okay? If you mess up, you can't just undo it. Anyway, have fun with it. I would love to see images of the pictures you guys create, so if you get a chance, shoot one over to me. I'd love to check it out and maybe feature it. Thanks for checking out this video. Now go make something.